Good morning, Senior Pride here. This morning I'm going to discuss the decade of healthy aging. Now this is something that the World Health Organization in unison with the United Nations has implemented. I'm going to put the link below. This is the decade is from 2021 to 2030. And they have some very interesting information and some very interesting research that they've been doing and things that they've been trying to implement. So we know that the world population is aging, and that's not an unknown fact. I think anybody. Boomers are officially now 60 plus, which puts us for the WHO, for the World Health Organization, into the senior category completely. Fertility is being affected by the various things that we've done to the environment and our physical bodies. And many individuals are choosing either to forestall or forgo childbirth. As the population ages, that will impact both individuals and societies. And these impacts are being explored and exposed. This is why healthy aging is so important. We're at the point where almost 1 out of 6 of every human being on this planet is over 60, and it's increasing. So let's start with a common disturbing fact, which is something that they are looking at in the decade of healthy aging: elder abuse. Now, this is an issue that they are addressing, as I said, and there was a time when no one spoke of the abuse of seniors. And unfortunately, this continues to a great degree. For instance, the Greater Edmonton Foundation, or GEF, which is the corporation that owns the housing I'm in, is also the largest low-income housing for seniors in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And they engage in this abuse with impunity. They are not alone. Many organizations worldwide that supposedly are supposed to exist to protect and support seniors, in fact, violate their rights without compunction. Abuse is one of many of these issues, as I said, that the UN, in unison with the WHO, is addressing. As I said, it is known that I mentioned that 1 in 6 people are older, are 60 plus, but the fact is the statistics show that 1 in 6 adults 60 plus will be or are currently being abused. Now, this may be an alarming statistic, but consider that it is probably an underrepresentation. Fear of retaliation, not being believed, losing their home, much more leads to underreporting, and this is very common among abuse victims from all types of abuse, so these are not surprising issues. Certainly there are obvious signs of abuse, such as physical injury, but there are other less obvious signs like depression, poverty, and early death. The World Health Organization released an interactive database of 89 interventions for elder abuse. Now, their findings were based upon the results of nearly 14,000 studies, research studies. The studies and interventions appeared primarily oriented toward individuals and institutions who may perpetrate abuse, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Another aspect of aging that is being addressed, and I believe is very important, is the delivery of support services and healthcare. The unmet healthcare needs of older persons is appalling. It is often assumed incorrectly that declining health is just simply part of aging and that healthcare won't change outcome. This ageist belief has led to the emergence of a stereotype that adequate healthcare cannot help older individuals and that at best treatment should be palliative rather than restorative. The United Nations found that elder care in many countries is nominal and often provided by unpaid female family members, or even in countries with relatively good elder care, such as Australia, Canada, the United States, etc., the care is often disjointed and extremely costly. So it's only available to a very few people. Now, the UN actually does address 4 areas that they wish to focus on over the decade of healthy aging. And these include changing how people feel about aging, ensuring that communities foster the abilities of older people, delivering healthcare that is person-centered and responsive to our needs, and making long-term care accessible to all seniors, regardless of income and background. The World Health Organization has highlighted the need to support older people in speaking up about what we need and want. Our experience matters. Speak out, folks. It was a short but sweet video, and I'm hoping that this elicits some conversation. If, as I always say, if you enjoyed this video, please hit subscribe and explore. Please share with others who might be interested. And remember, to be senior is to be proud. Hugs!